Hey guys, welcome to a Tower of Babble podcast topic of the week. Today we're talking summer movies. Remember, this is an excerpt out of the Tower of Babble podcast. The whole thing can be found at our website, towerofbabblepodcast.com, as well as on iTunes, Stitcher, and where all good podcasts are found. So stay tuned. Yeah. All right, well, we're going to do a topic of the week talking about summer movies. This because the summer movie season's coming up.
All we care about is Man of Steel.
All we really care
Man
about...
of Steel.
Iron
Man's this week, but
what jumped out of this list for me, and the thing that are going to blow up are going to be huge. Iron Man 3, obviously. I think Fast and Furious is going to do well. It always does well.
It'll do well.
I don't think Hangover 3 is going to do very well.
I'm not excited for it.
Well, actually, I don't know about Fast and Furious because it could be at the point where it
just jumped the sharks.
Because they did what was the Fast and Furious, which did big.
Fast 5.
Then they did Fast 5, which made like 80 million, I think, over the opening weekend.
Yeah.
And then
they keep making
this
like
one.
Slightly.
No, it's going up.
Slightly more.
It's still a good summer movie.
Right now, it's a way over the top heist movie. So I don't know if it has the same audience like that. I think they said like the Latino audience in LA was like the majority of the ticket sales, or whatever. But they're kind of going away from that whole street race.
Yeah, it's true. It's not about street racing anymore.
Family.
I don't know. It's still like I'm sure. Most people are still going to go see it. It's still pure adrenaline. And
I don't know yet. I'm just saying I've had to guess, but I could be wrong.
Well, that would be...
That
if you have to guess, you're not going to...
Yeah,
it's not going to do quite as well as
I guess maybe.
After Earth, that's that Will Smith and James.
I'm excited to see that.
Who's that made by? Is it made by...
It's M. Night Shyamalan's the director, but he didn't write it, which it looks like a thing that he'd write. But Gary Whitta, I think, who wrote the Walking Dead video game.
Okay.
And some other movies.
He wrote like The Walking Dead, like the
video game.
The one that was the story was appealing, or the one that just came out that's
the Telltale one.
Telltale one.
Okay. There's the one that came out that's apparently a shooter that's not very good.
Yeah, there's no story to that.
I don't know. So you think that'll do well, or do you think he's gonna like? Flop?
I don't know. That's a hit or miss right there. It looks cool from the trailer.
Apprehensive,
cool.
But I want to see it.
I mean, you only got 2 characters. Looks like in that movie.
Yeah, and it looks. And
I feel like they blew their load already. Like that.
It's Earth.
It's Earth, yeah. Because I thought
it's supposed to be like the idea, like we didn't know the whole time.
They could be like an M. Night Shyamalan thing.
Yeah, the little twist.
Or whatever, but I guess it's kind of obvious. But
well, it's like it's an M. Night Shyamalan. So everyone's like, well, if it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, then it must be Earth. They already know ahead of time. What else? Man of Steel, obviously June.
That's the biggest one.
I can't wait. I'll be like
just because not even there's just so much writing on it too.
Not even just the movie itself, but the after credit scene or whatever they're gonna include from
and
other DC.
And then the aftermath. You want the movie to do well, just so that it just skyrockets that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's more excited than Iron Man 3, which is like this week.
Yeah.
Because what possible teaser could they do at that movie? Like, is it going to be Avengers 2 teaser, or is it going to be Thor 2 teaser at the end of that movie?
Probably not Thor, because the whole reason they did the Thor is like, Thor exists, whatever, in Iron Man 2.
Yeah, but usually when they tease the next movie that's coming out.
Well, did we know Thor was already being made at that point?
Yeah, I think we did. But then when you see the hammer, it's like, holy fuck.
Okay,
right?
That makes sense.
So now it's like, if they tease Thor, but we already know
not
Thor.
Not Thor. It's not going to be It's going to be something else.
What would it be, though?
Ant-Man.
Yeah, it could be Ant-Man.
Ant-Man or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Then what does Thor 2 tease?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Then what does Captain America tease? Avengers 2?
Yeah, there you go.
It doesn't matter. They don't have to necessarily... They can all tease Avengers.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's going to be something. I don't know what it's going to be, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think going in, my expectations aren't very high.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I'm sure the movie's going to be... Yeah, for whatever reason, it's just kind of like, another Marvel movie. Can't wait.
It is unfortunate
because I haven't seen too many trailers, and what I've seen, it's the same thing over and over again, which tells me that they're saving a lot of payoff moments.
Okay, which is fine. So,
or
they don't have a lot to show off, but yeah.
Yeah,
like
but just from the ratings I've seen, it's like 9s. So I'm like, ooh, that's pretty good.
We'll see. I mean, obviously
there must be something more that we're not seeing in trailers, right?
Which is fine. It's probably more the emotional stuff, which is good.
Yeah.
So. We'll probably come out of it, and next week we're gonna talk about Iron Man 3, obviously.
For sure.
And we'll like it, so that's fine. What else? After Man of Steel is World War Z.
No, skip that one.
It's
actually.
I know people love the book.
I love the book,
but the movie looks crazy.
The movie looks very different than the book. I'm excited to see it. Like, I like zombie stuff.
One of those epic movies that's coming out in the summer that you can skip. Like you're not.
It's just like one of those.
That's what I would say about Pacific Rim. Like.
Yeah, I would say that about that too.
Yeah.
But the director and the actors involved has me.
My man, this has got
Brad Pitt.
It's got Brad
with,
Pitt
like, long
in.
hair and like
mullet, Brad Pitt.
I always thought like knowing
like
the
the
book,
story is all in the trailer. Like he wants to go back to his family or something like that.
but you don't know.
And then you
what's
know that he
going on.
saves his family because
They're on that ship.
they're on the whatever. Yeah.
And that's at the very beginning, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever.
There's more to it than that, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Also, none of that. The book, it would have been much better as a TV show. I thought.
Well, the book is like an anthology, right?
Well, it's done like like a documentary style almost. Like would have been good for the TV show, but whatever. Like they'll do their own thing. It's not going to be at all like the book.
That's surprising actually, because there's kind of like a renaissance going on with the book TV shows and stuff. Yeah. Even book TV or book movies. Sorry, like teen book movies.
Yeah. Well, they did that other movie with the same writer as Twilight.
The host.
Yeah.
I went and saw that with my girlfriend.
and Ender's Game is.
Yeah, that's another book, but that's a form of movie. Was it also a movie?
I don't know.
In the 80s, I think it was. Lone Ranger. That's another one that's coming out in July.
I like the actors involved, but
I actually that's another one.
If I'd say like skip or see it, I'm kind of leaning towards skip, but I think it could be a good time.
Yeah, I think
I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be stuff you enjoy, but like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stand in line for it.
It's just when you think of your favorite one you want to see is Man of Steel, right? So it's what else matters?
But even then, if there's nothing else going on, I'm probably not gonna stand in line to see that movie.
No.
So we talked about Pacific Rim, Red 2. I don't think we really.
No, I didn't even see the first one.
So I saw
the first one, and it's like whatever.
I think that's gonna be a flop, personally.
Probably.
Wolverine, the Wolverine that comes out also in July, at the end of July.
Yeah, that's
another question mark, but that's one we are excited
I think it'll be huge.
Well, it can't be much worse than the first Wolverine movie.
That's true. But like it still needs to do good.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's weird too because like in that trailer they show so many scenes.
They do show a lot.
There's
like different, like a bunch of different scenes. It's not like
there's a bunch of different scenes. It's not like a overarching story that they kind of try to tell in the trailer, except for that death of that dude,
that gold guy. Yeah.
So,
I'm excited for it.
Very excited for it.
At this point now, I'm not really because it's so far out. I'm still really.
This is it. We've been talking about. It's hard to look past Man of Steel right now, but like Wolverine is going to be.
That's like the wall right in the middle of summer. It's like the beginning of June, and.
But it really is only comic book movies that I'm excited for. It's like
there's Elysium. Have you seen
all I care about now?
Have you seen the trailer for Elysium?
No, I haven't.
Man, that looks cool.
No, that looks cool. Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Oh,
that looks good.
Yeah.
It's like the world is like falling apart. So like all the people who can afford to go live on like a space station
called
Elysium. It looks.
It's the same guy that did like District 9, right?
Yeah. Neil Blomkamp.
And there was like, where the hell is District 10 or whatever?
This is essentially District 10, so whatever.
I guess.
300, Rise of an Empire. Yeah. That's also the same month. That's in August. That really could care less about that movie, honestly.
I love 300.
300 is a great.
I've seen that movie in theaters more than any movie I've seen.
Yeah, I saw it 3 times.
Yeah.
I saw it 3 times.
I saw it 4 times. I got dragged out by Jeremy once, and I was so sick. I've never been more sick watching a movie in my life.
I don't know what movie I've seen the most in theaters. Probably Lord of the Rings 3. Return of the King.
It's funny.
Did you leave like after like the first ending, or did you leave after? Stay for all of them?
Kick-Ass 2 comes out after Elysium.
It's cool.
Okay, so there's a tie-in to Deadpool, a Deadpool movie. So the people who wrote Kick-Ass 2 also are the writers to the script that's out there for the Deadpool movie.
Oh, that's cool.
That
makes sense.
That Ryan Reynolds is attached to.
Yeah.
So they're hoping, Kick-Ass 2 is an R-rated superhero movie.
Yeah.
They're hoping that if Kick-Ass 2 does well, they can repitch Deadpool again as a hard R comic book movie and have it succeed.
They're doing a lot of rated R movies. Even I think Wolverine's gonna be rated R.
No, man, is it?
Yeah,
what?
it is. There's blood and shit.
Really?
Yeah. And Hangover 3, I'm pretty sure that's rated R.
Wow, that's a comedy. There's lots of rated R comedies. So if go see Kick-Ass, you might help a Deadpool movie exist. Then what else?
Don't see it, so he sticks with Green Lantern.
Riddick. That's another whatever.
I don't know.
I'm excited for it because I really like Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, of course you
but it's going to be more like Pitch Black, so...
Well, it's long... If there's a...
more excited,
okay,
and we were right in the argument.
So you win, whatever.
I'm glad you admit that you're wrong. That was really big of you.
I don't actually, I'm just you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
actually, no.
Sin City, A Dame to Kill. Sin City.
Another day we're going to talk about
It
this.
is like
that you
to
think Chronicles of Riddick is a better movie.
I
than
enjoyed
Pitch
it more
Black.
I had more fun watching it.
Oh,
Yes.
just so wrong. Like
I just feel like, no. I'm gonna.
He doesn't like horror, so that's not even talking about it anymore.
Yeah, no, exactly. Thank you.
That's what it boils down to.
Well, I like the bigger universe too, which is fine. Sin City, A Dame to Kill For is another. Who wrote these
Frank
books?
Miller.
Frank Miller book.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like,
Who's in it? Do we even know? Is Bruce Willis in it?
I think they should all be back. I don't know.
Jessica Alba.
Pretty sure they all want to come
Mickey
back.
Rourke.
I just didn't know they started filming, so I'm not even like excited right now.
Yeah.
That's this summer.
Yeah, it's October. Well, October.
Maybe they're filming. I don't know.
Ender's Game is in November, and then Thor 2 pretty much finishes it off. Hunger Games is after that.
That's not like summer. That's fall.
Yeah, that's November. That's like the end. That's like the tail off. It's longer. The summer movie season is
kind of
long.
like the Christmas winter season.
We'll get
Well, no,
into
because
it.
the summer movie season's like been extended both directions from the spring and then to the fall. You can't say that
For
Thor
me,
2
it ends
is
in July, personally.
Well, there's Riddick and Kick-Ass and Sin City all come over.
Just because those are not like they're not trying to be big
Oh,
summer movies.
I forgot to say Star Trek is obviously coming out.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
And that one looks crazy. Actually.
I'm actually very excited for
I want to watch it because with like an eye towards what he's going to do with Star Wars, you know? Because I mean, I know that they're not the same, but I want to just see like based on his like
I don't know because he set out to do Star Trek to make it for people who aren't Trekkies.
Yeah, that's true.
He said, "I'm gonna make Star Trek cool." Star Wars is already cool.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah, and then Hunger Games finishes it off. That's also in November. Catching Fire. Yeah, I don't really give a crap. the Hunger Games whistle.
I hated the first Hunger Games.
Yeah, well,
I haven't read the books.
I didn't mind it. I don't know. I guess I watched it with Taryn, so she was like pretty into it. So.
I just thought that stupid scene where she's a fucking rock. His face is painted like a rock. And he's like, I'm right here. Like, what? How?
That reminded me of Lord of the Rings, though. He had a fucking cloak over it and it looked like a boulder.
Those elven cloaks made much more sense than...
But what was that? Was the cloak supposed to look like a boulder, or it just happened to look like a boulder?
It was supposed to. There were cloaks that would hide them in certain...
Like it would actually form to look like...
It was supposed... it was a magic cloak.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't just random like that.
I thought it was just dirty.
just like luckily...
Look exactly like a boulder.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I think that pretty much covers everything. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter at Tower Babble Cast. Follow us on Facebook, or like us on Facebook, right? At... like facebook.com/Tower Babble Cast.
Tower Babble Podcast on Facebook.
Like us on Instagram.
We're not on Instagram. But we do have a website, towerbabblepodcast.com. You'll find all of our stuff there. And we're on iTunes now, by the way. So, even though we were before, but we still are on iTunes.
Yeah.
So, find us there. And all
the links are on the website.
Yeah. So. Pay attention for next week. Dan's going to do another review of next week's episode of Game of Thrones. If there's another TMNT, I'll do another review of that, or whatever is on TV. So
we're gonna talk Iron Man 3 next week.
Oh yeah, Iron Man 3, of course. So yeah, stay tuned.